Hello and welcome to today's January 6th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. On this channel, I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C., in the U.S. economy with President Biden and his Build Back Better stimulus package, money investing, and much, much more. Don't forget to sign up for the $15,000 giveaway this month that Casey and I are doing. We can't wait to give that money away thanks to incredible video sponsors, and I'll make sure to leave a link below. I also want to thank today's video sponsor, Truebill, and I'll tell you how to use them to meet your financial goals faster in 2022 a little bit later in this video. And near the end of this video, I'll share a crazy story with you, so stick with me to the end, and I definitely want to hear how you would react. Well, the news outlets all over the internet and TV are full of coverage of January 6th of last year. There's articles, photos, videos, and differing opinions. If you watch left-leaning media, you will see January 6th as bad or worse than September 11th or Pearl Harbor. If you read or watch right-leaning media, you will read that this was a horrible day in American history, and that it's not something that we ever want to see repeated again. All I can say is I was totally shocked by the behavior of people on that day. President Biden gave a speech in which he said the defeated former President Trump was to blame, and that Democrats will seek to use the 14th Amendment to bar Donald Trump from running for president in 2024. Former President Donald Trump said it was a bad day, but Biden is using political theater as a distraction for the fact that Biden has completely and totally failed. So I'm not going to tell you what to think about this day, but it was a bad day in our history. Biden also used his speech time to say how important it was for Democrats to pass the H.R. 1 bill on voting rights, so that the elections and the election process is powered at the federal government level versus in individual states. So President Biden wants the federal government to control all elections going forward. Vice President Harris is getting a lot of public pushback for saying that January 6th was worse than September 11th, where close to 3,500 Americans died and an entire city was upended for many, many years. Okay, now I want to tell you about a new possible stimulus package with Republican support, some information about student loan debt forgiveness with some creative, out-of-the-box thinking, and also more news about what's going on in the country. But first, let me take a minute to tell you about today's video sponsor and how they can help improve your finances in 2022. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Truebill. Truebill is the best smartphone app for improving your financial health. This app will help members better manage their money, create a workable budget, lower their bills, and achieve their financial goals faster. With Truebill, you can cancel unused subscriptions that are costing you money each month with the click of a button. No more having that awkward, "I'd like to cancel my service" conversation ever again. Lastly, many of you have asked in the comments for tips on improving your credit score. Truebill gives you detailed information about your credit score and history, so you know how to start improving your credit score right away. So if you want to lower your bills, budget like a boss, get rid of wasteful spending and unused subscriptions, or get a better handle on your credit score, then you'll love Truebill and all they can do for you. Get started today by heading over to truebill.com/Stephen Gardner. After doing financial coaching for over 15 years, I can honestly tell my community that Truebill will help you be better with your money. I can't wait for you to start using this incredible app today. So follow the link below to learn more. All right, now let's get back to today's news update. Many Democrats are becoming increasingly more annoyed with President Biden's continued behavior of ignoring the fact that he promised to forgive $10,000 of student loan debt in order to become president of the United States. One administrator said the president needs to forgive the debt he promised, or else many Americans are going to default with the federal government turning student loan payments back on in May. The administrator said, better to forgive the loan and keep your promise than to make people default and damage their credit for the next decade. It has also been suggested that it is time to rethink money in general when it comes to student loans. Perhaps instead of a match on 401k contributions, an employer could match student loan repayment contributions to pay student loan debt off at twice the rate. Vice President Kamala Harris also suggested getting rid of accruing interest so that we could help students have an educated economy and not saddle kids with insurmountable debt. So essentially, they would borrow and the interest would be higher educated, more capable, more skilled citizens versus the United States government collecting interest. So that was her idea. We'll see if that ends up going into effect. Now, speaking of schools, many teachers and teachers unions are trying desperately to shut down in-person learning, saying that they will get sick from kids. However, the CDC is saying just the opposite. The CDC is saying that over 90% of teachers are vaccinated, and kids don't have the same outcome with COVID that adults do. Many such mayors, such as in the city of Chicago or New York, want to keep schools open, but teachers are threatening to quit or not show up unless they can switch over to internet-only learning. Now, what I'm about to share with you may shock you, but a small bipartisan group of senators in Washington, D.C. are in discussions about a smaller, people-focused stimulus package based on the high rate of new COVID cases we're dealing with here in the States. The Republican and Democrat lawmakers say they are aware of what is going on. They say that they are aware that we are dealing with the highest inflation we've experienced in 40 years, and it's straining Americans' pocketbooks. Now, there isn't a lot of details. This is definitely brand new information, and it's developing. But Republican leaders say we have focused enough on keeping businesses open. We have focused enough on keeping people in their jobs. Now it might be time to look at helping a select group of people hit hardest by the rising cost of food, gas, and goods. So we may see something come out for a small group of people, maybe people that make under a certain amount of money or people that are on fixed income. I don't really know. I wish I had more details for you, but it's looking like this smaller bill could get some Republican support, which would be really good for President Biden and for Democrats and the American people. Another article I read was very blunt. It said President Biden is unliked by 60% of the country. This is according to polling data. Democrats might do a more people-focused Omicron package just to boost the opinion of the White House as we are now in an election season. Again, this was an article that I read this morning. So honestly, I don't know whether either of these will pass, but it makes sense to me to do something for a select group of people, right? We're in a K-shaped recovery. For some people, they're making more money than they've ever made in their life. And for another group of Americans, it's the biggest struggle they've ever faced in their entire life, with inflation being the highest it's been since Jimmy Carter was president. So again, I don't know if any of these will happen. I'm not trying to overhype this. I'm just letting you know what's in the news in the last 24 hours. Crime and murder are hitting all-time highs in cities all across the country. St. Louis announced today that they are really struggling, and people can be on hold for up to 13 hours to get an ambulance or a police unit out to their home. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. Can you imagine being robbed and you're on hold for 13 hours? It's absolutely insane. Meanwhile, the country of Scotland is considering creating internment camps to forcefully hold unvaccinated citizens until they comply and get vaccinated. The country's citizens are up in arms about this suggestion, and say that we should not go down this route. It did not work out well for Germany. Meanwhile, I've let you know in previous broadcasts that the country of Australia has already created these internment camps to hold unvaccinated citizens until they comply. They say that they are re-education camps. Also, the country of Germany is considering sending police out on manhunts to bring in unvaccinated people and force them to receive a shot. This is all in the news today. Marco from the community asks, Stephen, are you getting in on all the hype around crypto NFTs? Thanks for the question. No, I'm not considering putting a single penny of my money into NFTs. Personally, I don't see the value in owning a digital piece of art that will likely never earn any money, never generate any interest, and never pay me a dime in dividends. So on NFTs, non-fungible tokens, I'm out. They don't make any sense to me. I am, however, in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and although they're down after having a nice upside and then a major drop, as I see more and more billionaires and banks jumping into crypto, I think it would be crazy not to have the two leaders in crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're both down right now. So this would be an excellent time to buy because they will most likely go back up. So thanks for your question, Marco. By the way, the stock market and crypto took a nosedive just one day after having one of the biggest wins on Wall Street. It was leaked from Federal Reserve notes that the Fed might raise interest rates earlier than expected, and this sent a panic through the stock market. Now, here's the crazy story. A man in the state of Oklahoma decided for New Year's he wanted to eat better, so he picked up a plastic container of romaine lettuce and some salad dressing in addition to his normal grocery store purchases. When he got home, he opened the container of salad, and inside the sealed lettuce container was a little green frog. At first, the man was scared, but decided that the frog was so cute, instead of being mad or trying to sue the lettuce company, he was going to keep this new little friend as a pet. He told this story on Instagram and immediately started receiving all kinds of advice from people online about how to keep this frog alive and healthy as a new pet. The man said he finally caught a real live Pokemon and looks forward to having this pet for many, many years. Okay, now I want to hear from you. How would you react to finding a real living frog in your bag or container of lettuce? How would you react? Would you react like this man and keep this thing safe or maybe as a pet? Or would you march back to the grocery store and throw an absolute fit for finding a frog in your food? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love reading them, so definitely let me know your thoughts. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving this video a like. I really, really appreciate it, and I love bringing you guys the news. All right, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Before you go, make sure to get your name added to the giveaway that Casey and I are doing. 20 people are going to win $250 in cash to improve their financial situation, and one person is going to get $10,000 of life-changing money. $5,000 to keep for themselves and $5,000 to keep for somebody that they love. We call it the Share the Love event. We want to help you help someone you love with a little bit of extra money. So make sure to share that. This is my way of saying thank you and growing my channel and giving back because I wouldn't be here without my viewers. So thank you guys so much. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. Make sure to click that link below for Truebill. It's a great app and it will absolutely help you improve your credit and your financial situation. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.